Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Decks on Deck. Today we actually have magic decks. I know, what a change, folks. But we do. Essentially, I have a couple interesting decks to show you. The first one is a werewolf deck, oddly enough. So we're playing a whole bunch of werewolves. It's just green-red. We're playing Aether Vials to try to cheat around the flip ability to try to, get creatures out while being able to flip our dudes. Full Moon's Rise, some Hunt Masters, Moon Mist. I think there's a couple Mutabolts in there. We're going Instigator Gang. Like, we're going deep into Innistrad at this point. There's not that many of the newer werewolves, but, we're keeping it OG. And it's an interesting little brew. Just red, green. A couple planeswalkers in there. And just some value. It's an interesting, fun little modern deck. Obviously, it's not competitive. But I just wanted to make werewolves for the sake of werewolves. So it is what it is. And the other cool one is a bit more competitive and is something kind of neat. And a spin-off of something Magic AIDS did. So essentially, we all know Pellet Collector is wonderful. And we all know that when you use Pellet Collector alongside Vexing Devil, it gets pretty great. And Pellet Collector gets huge when he gets sacked. And we're just going to try to abuse that ability by playing Jund and playing Lurrus in the main. Which kind of makes our claim to fames even just more value. So we're just getting away with playing all kinds of stuff that works with that. So we're playing stuff like Tarmogoyfs. We got Goblin Guides. We're playing some Bobs. There's a whole little land thing going on with the Bloodghasts. We're playing Mistress Baubles, which are going to help trigger Delirium, which is going to be important for not necessarily the Lotleth Trolls that we're going to use to discard the Bloodghasts, but for the Grimflayers, which are going to be great. We're playing Bolt and Push, which give us some range, and Assassin's Trophy, Seal of Fire. This deck is just all kinds of fun, little janky stuff. It's pretty wonderful, but it's Jund. It's kind of just Goyfs and Bobs, bolts and pushes, right? And then you're just spinning off of that and making it whatever you want. I was considering doing something a little bigger and putting some Blood Braids or looking into getting Lilies or something along those lines. Not really looking appealing to me. But the way Magic has been going lately has been pretty crappy, to be honest. I'm pretty bothered by a bunch of stuff. The most recent sets have just been either broken or unplayable or format warping and instant banning, which means Wizards is not... The fact that Wizards has chosen to only focus on Standard is going to kill their entire game, for the simple reason that Standard is not a sustainable format for actual players. So we play Modern and Legacy and Commander and Pauper and Pioneer and whatever else we can make do with, right? But the fact that they decide to print a format warping ability, and then you look at Standard and they already have other cards that are banned, which means they're just not thinking when it comes to the longevity of the product. I think they're thinking more in the short term, sellability, and the quicker dollar, which unfortunately, they could have done a lot of things differently and still come out on top, financially speaking, and probably had a better reception with their public. I'm not going to get into everything like Pleasant Kenobi on his whole, whales and the whole marketing approach, but I highly recommend you check out that video. Just look up Pleasant Kenobi whales. I'm sure it'll come up. But it's just a whole, capitalistic, what can we sell, how can we sell it, how can we make the most money for it, but it's kind of sad. And then you add COVID on top of it, so everything's being played online, and I don't really like playing online. I'm a cardboard player. Is what it is. I'm thinking about starting to play online for you folks. If I did, I'd probably play with Cockatrice. That's where I used to play. And I did a whole lot of time there back when I was in New Brunswick, going away to school. But it's a lot of downloading random JPEGs and BS. And Magic Arena seems okay, but it hasn't appealed to me yet. I'm thinking about downloading Magic Arena and giving it a shot. But if I do, I'll probably end up recording the whole experience, and if it's terrible and cringy, you'll have it on tape, and it'll be there for everyone to see, and I'll look like an idiot not knowing where to click. That being said, I was just going to say, why don't we play a bit of Smash Bros, because it's a wonderful day, and I want to do something fun, so how about that? So, let's get to it.
Battle.
So I was gonna say the best way to know that you're properly warmed up is to play games. Oh no, Game & Watch. Alright, so Game & Watch is a foe of mine. And I'll always hold you. Like that. I'm just not a general fan of Game & Watch. And, this is why. Because I feel like I'm not going to be able to find my footing and get an entry. I wish I was playing around right now. Okay. Smash was so telegraphable against the bot. Okay, folks. We are not awake. It has been decided. Apparently we can't kill this silly Game & Watch. So going on some Smash attacks. Not you, me. I think he's gonna board it. Well, no, I'm gonna get first out here. Let's go. We're not awake.
Mr. Game & Watch wins!
we're gonna play some Rob. And
Start the battle.
Rob.
Rob!
Hope everybody's having a decent day. You know, hope everything's going well. And as well as it can. You know, pandemic is really challenging for everyone. Nice to play UFC match, which is nice. But yeah, apart from that, things are kind of ridiculous. To approach that differently. You might need to change conditions or the whole details of the release idea is an interesting. Not necessarily looking at, you know, like it's an interesting concept, and to explore that concept is definitely something that's really inherent. So it's a question of maybe if we just put some of the responsibilities on the side and just give them to other professionals that could have been out already being it's more a question of individuals who are specific to specific situations to handle them. You know, escalation or complications or things of that nature. So maybe having mental health professionals sent out for jobs where maybe they aren't necessarily armed with non-lethal ways of dealing with the situation. Basic and violent, but for the most part, they would try to avoid violence. And they would just could that lead to de-escalations, possibly save situations completely just avoided? Yeah, that might be an interesting. So, but at the same time, like, you know, how does this money move, and is it going to make people safety? You know, that's so. It's really a question of how the resources the police force that will remain past. Obviously, any new system would have some issues. So, expecting sort of thing to happen. Maybe, but we don't know yet. So, interesting nonetheless. I just find it kind of silly. I think there might be some I don't know. Bad idea, let's dismiss it. I think this story should show how communication. Call me crazy, but I think that is the case. Properly exchange ideas and sit behind ideas and have people be the nature of the actual points and not have it be a functional issue necessarily. Like we all obviously do these more here. Services allocated, and we know we need services. We should figure out how. Also, here's another crazy idea. Now that we're getting all political, instead of having our political parties, why don't we have a pie chart? And essentially, this pie chart, like we still have our political system to an extent, but as far as how our taxpayers spent, we have a pie chart, and you get to go on that and you get to figure out which percentage of your tax dollars you want to donate there, and everybody does a vote, and this essentially will be told as a vote. And essentially everybody says, you know, I want to put money there. They do all the math at the end. On average, here's how the averages work out, where we should be not donating, but placing our tax dollars, and take it from there. So fixing roads, education, hospitals, defense, you know, whatever. And then as for the decisions and the projects executed, you know, we keep the current infrastructure or we update it a little bit. I think that would be an interesting situation and approach kind of do things instead of having, you know, spur of the moment, we need this now. It's like, hey, we should have had this before.
3, 2,
yeah, but now that we need this now, we just get together about that, yo, we need to solve an issue. Like, if this were to be one in the States, the first issues we would see next would be Michigan's water. Messed up to this, you know, like, hey, if people want to take money from the local employees and put money towards mental health services, you also get into how much money goes into the little. Yeah. It is what it is. It's like crazy that most happy it's still a video game though, so I'm thankful for that. Check you out. Let's do some pink case. Sorry, I did have something in my eye, but never mind.
Yeah!
Alright.
This is not a crazy video. We're just catching up, posting, talking about the world a bit.
You know? Don't want to get too crazy. Get flagged off of YouTube. You know? Yeah.
Start battle. Piranha Plant.
There we go.
Three, two, one, go!
Learning dodge is just so good. I should have just held the ball.
Gotcha.
I'm sure it's not close anyway. Sweet. They get to hold me some, but sometimes there's great level 8 bots. I've never seen. Okay, see, that's something we can get you.
Game.
Alright, I gotta go make some breakfast. Everybody have a great day. Let's go.
Piranha Plant wins.